In college football, some coaches just feel like they're part of the furniture at their schools, right? Absolutely inseparable. Kyle Whittingham at Utah, he was one of those guys. So when the news broke that he was packing his bags for Ann Arbor, well, it sent a massive shockwave through the entire sport. So let's get into it. Let's break down this absolutely stunning hire and figure out why Michigan turned to a living legend to right the ship. When Kyle Whittingham stepped down from Utah after 21 incredible seasons, pretty much everyone just assumed, okay, that's it, he's retiring. But then he dropped this little gem, a pretty clever joke that, looking back now, told us everything we needed to know. See, he wasn't done coaching, not by a long shot. He was just looking for a new home. And wow, what a home he found. And let's be crystal clear about this. This is easily one of the most unexpected, out-of-nowhere coaching moves in recent memory. It signals a huge, decisive new chapter for Michigan football, a program that just a few weeks ago was kind of defined by chaos and uncertainty. And there it is, the official word. Kyle Whittingham is the new man in charge of the Wolverines. But look, this isn't just filling a vacancy. Oh no, this is a statement from Michigan. They're bringing in a tenured, deeply respected leader to grab the wheel and steady the entire program. And if you want to know just how serious Michigan is, look no further than this number. That's the reported salary per year on his 5-year deal. And with about 75% of it guaranteed, that's not just a paycheck. That's a massive financial commitment. It's basically Michigan screaming from the rooftops that they're all in on stability and proven success. Now think about the timing here. Just 2 weeks. That is an insanely fast turnaround, especially for a coach who spent more than 2 decades building a powerhouse in one place. It really just highlights the urgency Michigan was feeling, and it shows that Whittingham was absolutely ready for a brand new challenge. So all of this brings us to the big question, right? Why him? I mean, out of all the possible coaches out there, why did a program in crisis lock its sights on a 66-year-old veteran from Utah? Well, the answer is actually pretty simple. He was the perfect solution to their very specific, very big problems. To really get this hire, you first have to understand the mess he's walking into. See, Michigan wasn't just searching for a new X's and O's guy. They needed someone who could navigate them through a storm of major upheaval and scandal. This timeline really shows you how fast the wheels came off. December 10th, boom, head coach Sharon Moore is out. For the next 2 weeks, the whole program is just kind of floating in limbo with an interim coach. And all the while, this one massive date is staring them down, January 2nd. That's when the transfer portal swings wide open. That date, right there, was the ticking clock that forced Michigan to make a move and make it fast. It's almost like a perfect puzzle piece. Michigan was drowning in scandal and instability. Whittingham is a proven, respected leader. They were staring down a potential roster collapse. He's famous for building tough, disciplined teams. They desperately needed to get their credibility back. He is, without a single doubt, a consistent, high-level winner. It was a perfect match of problem and solution. Now, for anyone who might not be super familiar with his work out west, let's just take a quick look at the unbelievable legacy Kyle Whittingham built at Utah. We're not just talking about any coach here. This guy is a football institution. 177. That's how many career wins he has, all at one school. That number made him the winningest coach in the history of the University of Utah. I mean, that speaks to a level of consistency that's almost impossible to find in modern college football. His resume is just jam-packed with incredible achievements. That perfect 13-0 season back in 2008, capped with a Sugar Bowl win, that put Utah on the national map for good. And get this, he showed incredible adaptability, successfully steering the program through 3 different conferences as the landscape of college football completely changed. Oh, and an 11-6 bowl record? Yeah, that tells you his teams show up when the lights are brightest. And his trophy case just reinforces his status as one of the best in the business. Those back-to-back Pac-12 titles just a couple of years ago proved he was still at the absolute peak of his powers. And being named National Coach of the Year back in '08 shows that his peers have known he's elite for a long, long time. So he's got this incredible resume, but what happens now? Well, he definitely can't afford to rest on his laurels. He is facing immediate, critical challenges from the very first minute he steps foot in Ann Arbor. Yeah, his to-do list is both clear and incredibly urgent. First things first, he's got to lock down the roster. That means sitting down with key guys like quarterback Bryce Underwood and convincing them to stay before that portal door swings open. Next up, he has to assemble a coaching staff, probably blending some of his trusted guys with new blood who know the Big Ten. And finally, the evaluation of the current team has to start immediately. So the transfer portal, It's basically college football's version of free agency. And without a head coach, Michigan was at serious risk of a mass exodus. Honestly, getting Whittingham in the door was the single most important thing they could do to stop the roster from completely falling apart. So, what about the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl coming up? Well, he won't be on the sidelines with a headset on, but reports are suggesting he might travel with a team. This would be his very first chance to get an up-close and personal look at the talent he's inheriting and start making those crucial evaluations. He's not even officially coaching yet, but trust me, the work has already begun. When you take a step back and look at the big picture, this whole thing is about way more than just one season. This is a defining legacy move for both a legendary coach and a historic program. I mean, really think about it. How often do you see a coach who has become the face of a university for over 20 years just up and leave for another top job at this point in his career? It almost never, ever happens. This move speaks volumes about his incredible passion for the game and his desire for one more shot at a championship. And for Michigan, this hire sends a powerful message about what they value right now. They're not taking a gamble on some hotshot, up-and-coming coordinator. Nope. They are planting their flag firmly in the ground of experience, of tradition, and of that tough, disciplined kind of success that has defined Kyle Whittingham's entire career. So what we're about to see is a truly fascinating experiment in college football. One of the most stable, most consistent coaches of his generation is diving headfirst into a completely new challenge. The pieces are there, the commitment is there, and now the entire sport is going to be watching to see how this one big question gets answered.